Hi, it's me, Gemma, and today I am doing a favourites video. I want to let you know about some of my favourite things from the season of autumn. There haven't really been enough to do monthly favourites, but I wanted to do some now. So it's a bit of a mix. We've got some YouTube, some books, some sort of products and things like that. I will start with possibly my favourite thing from the season of autumn, and that is that I have started my own plant collection. Now this is an Amazonica and it is something of a triffid. I got this one from Aldi for £6. Now I've seen it online for sort of between £15 and £20, so it was a really good price. So it's worth it checking out the Aldi near you and seeing if they have any, any good sort of plants. They're labelled Urban Jungle. They don't put the actual name of the plant on, but this is a really distinctive sort of plant, so totally able to sort of identify it. This is a new leaf that's actually come out since I've had it, so I'm very chuffed with it. It's all looking very healthy right now. And it wouldn't be autumn without talking about some candles. Now my favourite bookish candle shop is Ash and Quill Candles, and this one is Court of Dreams, and it's orchard apples, green fig, red berries, cassis, pink rose, jasmine and golden vanilla pods. It's so sweet. It smells like a beautiful sort of fruity compote kind of thing. Absolutely love it, and it is based on A Court of Mist and Fury, which is A Court of Dreams. So really recommend Ash and Quill Candles. Again, I will put a link to her shop down in the description. This is the smaller size I bought just to see if I would like this smell. I really do. So I'll probably get a bigger one when I finish burning this. Next is my favourite snack of the moment, and that is Mikado. Oh, upside down. And that is Mikado. These are little sort of smaller packs. You can get them in most of the supermarkets now. They're sort of a British version of Pocky, and they come in a couple of different flavours like Dean Bar, but this is just a sort of plain chocolate one. Just basically chocolate and biscuit sticks. They're quite good as a snack if you're trying to sort of keep the calories down. These are really good because they still feel as if you're having a good chocolatey snack without going on board. I really like them because, let me see, per 100 grams there is 68 grams of carbs. There's only 39 grams of carbs in this whole thing, so it's pretty easy for me to do the maths for my insulin if I want a bit of a sweet treat. So I really like these. And then something that's a bit older, but I'm wearing it on my lips now. This is the Besame lipstick in Red Velvet. Really nice case, really retro case. Besame do reproductions of vintage makeup. This one was one of the colours they did for Agent Carter, I believe, or it was the colour that Agent Carter wore in the TV series. So I bought this quite a while ago. It's really creamy, really long wearing, really comfortable, beautiful red colour. I've just bought the Cake Mascara from Besame. I will let you know how I find it. They do lots of lovely recreations of vintage colours, and I thoroughly recommend the lipsticks. I've never tried the eyeshadow formula, but I haven't heard amazing things about it. Now on to some of my favourite books from the last 3 months. Number one at the moment is It's All Absolutely Fine by Ruby Elliott, also known as Ruby etc. on Tumblr. I had been following her Tumblr for quite a while, and when she came out with this book, I bought it pretty much immediately. It's all about mental illness. Ruby Elliott also is bipolar and has had an eating disorder in the past. And when I sort of was reading through these illustrations, I really felt, oh my god, clearly someone else has been inside of my brain and knows what I am thinking. I thoroughly recommend this book if you struggle at all with depression, anxiety, mental illness. It's been really good for me, especially when I don't have the energy or the words to put in to sort of sentences what I'm feeling at that point in time. It's been a good time for me to be able to sort of open this book and go, this is exactly what I'm feeling right now. And it's made me much better able to explain what's going on in my head during difficult periods. So thoroughly recommend this. I think you can get it for pretty cheap. It's around £6, £7 you can get it for now. But I thoroughly recommend it, and I also recommend checking out her blog on Tumblr. Another non-fiction pick, and that is the Pinch of Nom cookbook. Now, I followed Pinch of Nom on Facebook and on Instagram as well when I was doing Slimming World, and I really liked the recipes. Haven't been doing Slimming World per se, but I still have been using this book. It's got really good healthy recipes in it. I'm diabetic, my husband struggles with high blood pressure, so the two of us are always looking for ways to sort of eat a bit healthier and cut down on like takeaways and things like that, because we're both pretty weak for that. So I have been cooked so far. I've cooked the Cajun dirty rice, I've cooked the salt and pepper chips, and I've also cooked the chicken balti. If you're looking for some healthy recipes, I thoroughly recommend checking this one out. And now for fiction, my favourite book of autumn has been The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. Now, I do have both sequels sitting waiting to be read. I'm doing a bit of Brandon Sanderson first. I've just read Skyward and then reading Mistborn. But this has been my favourite book of autumn so far. It's about a girl who discovers that she is a necromancer or a bone witch. Her name's T, and it's got two different timelines, one in which T is telling the story and one in which the story's happening. So you kind of get the feeling that T is actually at this point something of the bad guy, or she is seen by others to be the bad guy, and it's kind of covering how she got to where she is now. So I'm really interested to see what happens in the next couple of books. I really like T, I really like the world, I think the world building is really good. And I also just really like Rin Chupeco's writing. So I've also got The Girl in the Well on my Kindle, waiting to be read. It's obviously past Halloween now, but I think it's still spooky season. So I will be reading these sequels once I've finished with Mistborn. So that's in terms of physical things, physical media that I have and physical sort of bits and pieces. In terms of television, my favourite thing that I have watched from the last little while has probably been Mr. Mercedes, which I have been watching on Starz. I finished the first season, and that is about a detective who is haunted by the person who committed a crime, who ran down some people in a Mercedes, which is why it's called Mr. Mercedes. It's based on a book by Stephen King. I have also read Mr. Mercedes, the book by Stephen King, and I actually think the TV series improves on the book slightly. It's got really good casting. It's got Brendan Gleeson and Mary Louise Parker, who I really like. So I really recommend giving Mr. Mercedes a watch. If you're in the UK, it is available on Amazon Prime now. And in terms of podcasts, at the moment I'm really loving Red Handed, which is done by Hannah and Suruti, and that is a true crime podcast. They are two British girls, they're really funny. They cover a lot of good, sort of some more obscure cases, which I really like, and also sometimes they do sort of the sort of big cases that most people will know. Also been watching a lot of new YouTube channels, one of which is Stephanie Harlow. She does a lot of true crime videos. One of my favourite sections from her is Coffee and Crime. And I have also been watching Nick Spheres, who is a YouTuber who does a lot of videos about horror films. She is the reason that I ended up watching Phantom of the Paradise, which is an insane B-movie film based on Phantom of the Opera. It's bonkers. Really love me, really love all of her videos, and thoroughly recommend that you check her out. Also, another podcast, actually a fiction podcast this time, is Kakos Industries, and that is a fiction podcast told in the style of corporate news bulletins by the CEO of Kakos Industries, Corin Death. And Kakos Industries helps people do evil better. It's really, really funny. Loads of episodes to catch up with. Highly recommend it. So that is everything that I have been loving. I am off for a week or so. Again, I have not been well. Loving it. Love that for me. But I'm just trying to sort of take care of myself and feel better so that I can go back to work. I actually really like my job and would prefer to be there rather than be at home freaking myself out. So I will also be doing an Illumicrate unboxing. It's the first time I've ever got a book related book box, so I will do a review of that from the point of view of someone who is not a rep and doesn't have a code or anything like that. So that's it for me. That's all the things I've really been loving in the season of autumn. I will also hopefully be able to show you some video next time of our new puppy, Leah. She is very super cute. Also, if you want to keep up with anything that I'm doing for whatever reason, you can find me on Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. Give me your recommendations, give me your channels, and I will speak to you next time. Take care. Bye bye.